whatever's happened to Nomad. Maybe I'm just an idiot, and maybe Nomad died and no one told me. Possibility. Okay, and now Prophet became himself, which is a suit, and became a black guy again. Because Alcatraz from Crysis 2 that we never talked about was the guy in the suit. But now he doesn't exist. I don't get the logic behind that, but whatever. Yeah, that's what he says. So I assume everyone else is dead. Psycho. That's really it. There was a big supporting cast. Yeah, Prophet's like that. And the world's going back, and somehow senators have already been re-elected. The U.S. system's really come back in full swing. But overall, I enjoyed it. They didn't continue the Crysis 2 wave gaming. They went back to one that used the 2 storyline, especially with that big ending scene in Crysis 1. And just they started opening up the environments that they could. They didn't just do it randomly with the cityscapes. So that was really nice. And overall, good game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I have a lot more questions for this game. I just can't think of them right now because I'm playing this straight. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just going to the credits right now. I have no idea how long they are. Try to think more about this game. The random VTOL at the end that for some reason didn't exist throughout the whole campaign. You'd think that by the future, about this future that they give, Cell may have started using VTOLs, not just helicopters. It was a Cell VTOL, I'll admit, but why don't they use more of that? That seems like something cooler to use. 2. I don't know how much time until he burned through the atmosphere and survived and became a suit himself, which is really cool. That's really cool, interesting. The whole transformation sequence. Oh yeah, how, like, if they're already reforming the government, QA testers, if they're already forming the government, that was quick, I think, once again, now telling me. I think it was also kind of, with that whole ending, I think it was nice how they went back to, essentially it was like Sham, they don't say it, but it looks like it, with, ending in the tropics, so they went full circle. They only used 2 locales, the South Pacific Island and New York City. Things they could have done better, fleshed out Cell more. Like, I mean, yes, Crysis 2, they gave you, like, the CEO and that, but in this game they were just the evil bad guys who took over the world and then patched at a time that wasn't verified. Not that interesting. The same thing with the character, Claire. You know there was supposed to be an emotional arc there, but kind of felt it like, oh, Psycho kind of is a cool character, because I think Jason said him. It was cool, it was alright. I felt that emotion was supposed to be feeling emotional wise. The Psycho itself, kind of bad. And you didn't have to be on the suit, that was different. So at least that was essentially a foil to what your character was. The one who's losing his humanity and becoming way further in the game. You have Psycho here who's lost his edge and now he's more human the rest of the which it was a mirror, not really a mirror effect, but a foil of opposites. I'm delving into this game's theology now. The Ceph, throwing in the Alpha Ceph felt kind of weird, stupid. With all, now there's this bigger alien that we never killed. It's like, there was a bigger alien? Who knew? In the Crysis 3, we never knew. Third-party credits never knew. Stephen Hall, you're the person who wrote this. And that guy, Kirk Paul, and I can't really pass enough. I'm saying a lot. Shit. Oh, the German dude, Anschlass, whatever. They hinted him at the end of the second game. They're like, oh, here's this new guy, because the main villain, Crysis 2, mentioned him. And they really didn't tell Oscar, they didn't go into his backstory whatsoever. They were just like, now he's here somehow, and it's which they really didn't show it, because I don't know why Prophet never questioned this, because he was there. How he still looked 80-ish, 70-ish, not 80-ish, stretching to 90. But when we saw the other dude who was with him since the beginning was in like this giant iron lung machine, how is he still walking around? I could tell that was something easy to come. The skinning lab, I didn't see that kind. I didn't think it was gonna be her. I didn't know her background. Once again, not exploiting character, but what is her background? What did she do? Cast they could have brought back. Maybe some of the characters from Crysis 2, like the Marine Corps Colonel, because they did that. And Strickland's daughter. Yeah, she left. Because like that was a cool one between 1 and 2. Was Strickland's daughter? So it's like, oh, I was with her and that, and it's like, oh, okay, same character. And then they brought in the Marine Corps again, and they had the whole Marine Corps view about it. Which is this supposedly famous military guy, story-wise. They were the right characters. Once again, they didn't have like backstories, they didn't skimmed over, but they were still interesting to see. Like, okay, here are the characters. But then, which I think it just goes with that passage of time with how in the Crysis 2 to Crysis 3, Cell has taken over the world. To an extent, we're never even told how much that is. Lovely. And with that, see, there's the thing. The story that this didn't translate over was the passage of times. Like, as soon as we got to it, it made sense. Okay, so like we're in New York for some reason. I'm captured for some reason. And blah blah blah. Liberty Dome, we built this giant dome. Cell were evil, which we established already. But yeah, so Frankfurt studio could have been handled a little better. Was it better than Crysis 2? Yes. Crysis 1, a little bit. Crysis 1 still had that not open world feel, but there was a forest in it. This one didn't. It had the big open fields, and they threw in a dune buggy randomly, which was a pain to control. I sunk mine as proof to that theory. Another thing, I think this game was only 9 missions. They were long missions. Like, I clocked at around 15 minutes a mission, so not bad. Around 8 hours of gameplay first run through. Second run through, I'll know I'm not gonna do a second run through. I could have done it faster, but not bad. Also, another thing that's also nice you can't see here because we're watching the credits and I'm rambling, is that in the menu you can actually rewatch the films and also you can access all of the music. It's a little bit feature, but I think it's nice, because this game has amazing music. It has a great musical score. Second game had it. First game, I don't remember so much, I think it did. Second game definitely had it. I remember seeing a lot more. This game, same thing. We recycled some music. But it was still really good. The musical score was amazing. I don't know, some people get praised because it's really good. Yeah, it's just, that musical score is just lovely. Visuals were very good, except for the times it glitched, and it was very noticeable. Such as my head was flying out from my body, and it flew back into my body for a transition, which you could see the edges of my suit. And also when there was that big explosion, supposedly, and it would just freeze up and then go back if you couldn't handle it. I don't know if that just means I'm playing on the PC. But movie, so I don't know. Maybe we can answer that question, or Al Crutch eventually. And we can consider this. I don't know. It's they could, but they would need to now completely redo it because now they've killed almost everything. They've killed off all Cell. They removed the Cell separation. They've done a really cool sequence. I wish they could really let us do more stuff in space, but it's like Crysis 1 had that zero gravity movement, which was really cool because like we felt we had the weightlessness. Crysis 2 didn't. It was on Earth. Crysis 3, you see, we got into space eventually. But all we got to do was we got to move the right analog stick, or I think most likely the mouse, and shoot the laser cannon, which you think they would have done in Halo, and blow up the Ceph before they ever got here. And it's really cool. It was really cool action scene, similar to Crysis 1, when you're on the aircraft carrier and you shoot, I think it's like a miniature nuke at the Ceph. I don't remember what it was. But it's just very similar. So with that, it's like, kind of the same, guys. And, nothing else here. Cell, Ceph, why does everything need you to see? I just realized. Why is it Cell and Ceph? It's weird. Why are these credits still going? I'm still rambling through all of them. I'm gonna ramble through all these credits, so you can see the people who bought this game and just shove graphics into this game. And seriously, well, that's also what this game's known for. It is trial by fire for your simple graphics card. Can it run Crysis? That is what this game will be remembered for. Not for its story, not for its weapons, not for its modes, not for its gameplay design or UI. Can your computer run it? Ooh. That's in foreign language, foreign language. That's in foreign language. My family's friends, I like how they just, I don't know. Credits, you've gone crazy on me. I can't read any of this. I can only read English. That is Japanese, Korean. I think the top is Japanese, the second bit's Korean. I've lost the credits, I can't even make jokes about them now. It's in foreign languages. That's going out the fan. Window. Oh yeah. Not a lot of weapons. Some automatic enemy types. Oh god, we're just now on the EA credits. I don't like any of the people who work at EA. EA is an evil company. They use Origin. They're much the carbon copy of Steam. Unless you're Ubisoft. Ubisoft, you're just shitty. Fucking Uplay is shit. It's like, I am really rambling now at this point because I'm looking at the clock that I've been using for this recording, and I'm just rambling through all these credits, and I eat up at least more than 10 minutes. Whenever I should release this release the whole credit section as my ramblings. I think I should. Yeah, I agree. If anyone ever listens to this bit I'm talking about right now, good job. You have listened through a madman's rambling of this game in EA. EA Japan. Okay, EA South Africa's one guy. That's hilarious. Oh god, this is why you watch the credits. You see, you notice things. Yeah, I was saying weapons. Like I said, the crossbow was their big thing. They promoted it like hell. They showed it off, and it was a cool weapon in the game. When you figured out how to use it, it was pretty cool. Like early in the campaign, when I was playing, I started to use it more because it was really fun to use. It felt more actiony than just shoot them. Doing that one hit was awesome. And then having it there at the end was pretty cool. Also, and you could tell it was used in the story more when he puts the dog tags on it that they started using near the end of the campaign for symbolism, for sacrifice, because they were just a bitch to sacrifice in this game. It's like, what will you sacrifice That was my sacrifice. I sacrificed. That word was at least used 50 times in the script. Oh yeah, another thing, voice acting. Voice acting was alright. I would say the voice acting didn't bother me. Psycho, who is supposed to be British, was alright. I always just think Jason Statham, that's just me. Prophet was his voice he used his first game. Anschlass, German bass dude. Sounded German with an English accent. And Claire? I don't remember her name now. I think it was Claire. Sounded like a white woman. I don't have a joke for that. White people. AI was a little bit off. Because there was those bits, which I did this twice in campaign, where I just sat in a corner and the AI just ran up the staircase in groups and I killed them. Then another one come up and I kill him, and that process would repeat. See, like only 2 people at the... Not where the fuck that is. EA certifications. Only one guy did the technical operations. This game also has a multiplayer aspect. I don't know how I felt about the multiplayer. Multiplayer's always been cool because it's something different with Call of Duty clones everywhere. At least this is, you can use the suit powers. You have the hunter mode, which is Predator, which sadly can do Predator better than the Predator video game, which that's saying something. Alien Colonial Marines was horrible. Yeah, that was bad. These credits are still going. What the hell? Oh my god, it's like I'm not even making a joke about that. The FPS counter is just going crazy. I think because it's just scrolling text with that flashy background of someone's satellite photo of the greater New York area. Oh yeah, New York also was rendered very nicely. It was more alien landscape-ish. Like, Crysis 2, you could actually identify buildings. Like, they went to the stock market. You saw the Freedom Tower in the background, Statue of Liberty. Those were handled nicely. This game, no idea. They were just like, I don't know where it was in New York. I've only been to New York a little bit, so I don't memorize the area. I know certain parts well. And I did not catch anything anywhere. Were the credits over? Also, Alcatraz could have been handled better. We talked about him. Last bit there. After credits.
Holy shit, what was that? Can you see anything? Move! Move! Watch the door! Watch the door! Escort control, this is Escort 1. We have the cell board of directors secure in Safe House 4. We're being picked up one by one.
Good evening, members of the board. I was a guest at one of your hospitals a little while ago. And I'd like to make a complaint.
Okay, so Psycho is still alive. But still, okay, that was cool. Little tie in there, shows there, nice lighting. See? Good job. Yeah, so there's Crysis 3, and there's my rambling. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And comment and subscribe. I need them. Yeah. Hope you guys had fun with this.